Trevor Baptiste will start things for San Diego as the faceoff dot figures to be a big disadvantage for Philadelphia tonight. And Evan Messenger taking the opening draw. Had 2 goals last week as he's just started to get comfortable in the box game. Near side, Joe Resiterit sweeping and scoring. First shot of the game finds the back of the net for the Wings. Looking for some help. Off to Dylan Watson. Shot clock still with time at 10 seconds. Watson underneath. Watson, a sweeping save by Damu, right to Domini, who back under 10. Kavanaugh drifting away from Armstrong, who's in pursuit. Courier, 5 seconds to shoot. Running out of real estate, gets a possession shot on net, but the loose ball corralled by Philadelphia. A very good defensive stand by the Wings, as that's Bo Columbus who brings it up the floor.
And for San Diego's offense, they just all need to be on the same page. Pat Kavanaugh skips it across the middle of the floor. Courier tries to go underneath when it was a decent shot opportunity. Kind of not clicking so far in their early possessions.
Feed in the middle, and Origlieri denies Brendan O'Neill's behind the back attempt. That lines up perfectly with what head coach Ian Rubel told us this morning. Shot goes wide from McIntosh. Courier, kick save, Damu.
You know, he's a guy who likes to be a bit of a more patient dodger, taking a couple jab steps and setting up the dodge. He's got to go a little bit quicker.
Here's Kavanaugh going quickly. Kavanaugh burns it. Now, we saw it in this building with C.J. Kirst a few weeks ago. Now Baptiste steered away by Damu.
It's kind of a fun contrast between Philadelphia's right and left-handed players. Watch out.
Leclerc. Another save by Damu, who's having a great first quarter. Fennell back, working it to the corner. 4 seconds to shoot. Wings running out of time again. And a late possession shot. Pinballs around, and Patrick Shumay controls it for the Seals and then throws it away.
Got to eliminate mistakes like that. But interesting to watch the consistency in Philadelphia's offense, for better or worse. Those lefties and righties for that matter, taking those big swooping arching dodges from low up high. San Diego's defense expecting it at this point.
Sowers quickly attacking and buries the bouncer.
When he's up on Baptiste playing defense on O'Neill, take your time.
Backdoor feed for Watson is once again turned away by Damu, who has been rock solid, playing in the building where he began his career as a member of the Seals. Backed up Frank Scigliano in that COVID-shortened season that was ultimately canceled. Then was taken in the expansion draft by Panther City. Resiterit, it bounces around and it finds the back of the net. Seeing eye tally, second of the game for Joe Rez. San Diego looking at a very similar start to last week against the Wings when they fell behind 5-1 before scoring 8 of the game's final 10. Courier up top. Hard, heavy-handed shot from McIntosh. Now Sowers, he's got one. Sowers missed that one wide. Long rebound, goes all the way to the far side where Danny Logan shot out of a cannon. Here's Logan. Low to low, Damu with the save. Kavanaugh trying to trail it. As Courier, with 4 seconds to shoot, rips it from the perimeter. Damu handles it. Tonight they've been much better getting the ball on cage. 10 out of their 14 shots have hit the net. How do you grade the quality of those looks?
Usually it's the momentum of the ball carrier as we see them stepping in right there. That to me is a quality shot there. As his former teammate, he plays with a lot of fire.
O'Neill hits the crossbar on the hopper and it stays out. You know, that 4-on-4 really is a great setup for O'Neill's game at this stage.
Really is, and especially, again, we talk about his transition from field to box. It's going swimmingly, but it's tough to gauge space. There's so much space in the field game, and with 4-on-4, kind of lets O'Neill get back into his comfort zone.
Here's Watson, gets one on net. Damu drops down to make another stop. Resiterit, two-man game with Young. Drifting away, 3 seconds to shoot. Zips it onto the leg of Origlieri as Resiterit's lost his twig. Still battling for Zach Deacon, but San Diego, only team with a stick there in vicinity. San Diego's offense trying to get comfortable. Took them about 35 minutes last week to settle in against the Wings. Trailed 5-1 in the third quarter. Here's Courier diving. Courier!
Oh, some fireworks post-goal as well. And there's really, you know, I would say there's not a huge debate from a guy you can plug and play on any facet.
Sowers with a rocket. Oh boy, did that one tickle the net. My goodness. Courier to Leclerc, gives it right back to Courier, 7 seconds to shoot. Courier sweeping, and Damoud able to close the door. Spinning back underneath. And the shot attempt is no good.
Great job by San Diego's defense right there. They're really playing as a team unit. And again, the predictability of the left-handed players from Philadelphia. We just keep seeing Brendan O'Neill and Blaze Reardon kind of take that low to high over the middle dodge. San Diego's defense, watch their film.
Watson at the buzzer. It did not go anyway and likely would not have counted.
To operate and execute. Look for San Diego to try and maybe have some cross-floor help, but just keep giving Sowers and Resetarits room and good things are going to happen.
Procedure penalty gives Philadelphia possession on the face-off. Brendan O'Neill. Quiet first quarter. Shake it and bake it, and now deferring to Sowers. Resetarits defended by Schumate, sweeping. Off the Fennell, step down Origlieri to save, and it's kicked up into the netting by Zach Deakin. Trying to take on Baptiste. Comes back near side, kicked away by Origlieri. Second attempt by Young, and this time Origlieri controls the rebound. Wings last week, 2 for 4 on the extra man. Resetarits feeds the middle. Shot from Fennell, kicked away Origlieri. Now we're play for Philadelphia. 12:56 in the second. Fennell up high on the quick stick. Gobrecht dispossessed. It Karams out in an open space. He's going to run with it. Now he thinks better of it.
Philadelphia's power play unit pretty consistently has a player behind the net, which is a little unorthodox, and it's such a unique look that it makes it so difficult to guard everybody and keep an eye on everybody on the floor.
San Diego still the only team in the league without a shorthanded goal, as Damoud does not allow them one there. 12:20 to go in the first half. 40 seconds on the power play for the Wings. Wesley Berg serving 2 minutes for cross-checking. San Diego's 6th-ranked penalty kill. One of the strong points for this team this season. Shot clock under 10. Playing catch on the righty side. Resetarits to O'Neill with some space. O'Neill a hammer, but Origlieri off the shin guard. Seals are going to sprint up the floor, 2-on-2. DeChico and right. DeChico to right. Missed it near. DeChico puts it back. It does not count. Leclerc a little bit of room to operate as he hums a sidearm zipper to the far side for Damoud. Reset of the shot clock. Courier thought about the dunk attempt from behind. Instead, he'll defer to Berg. San Diego's offense still trying to find its identity here. Just 2 goals in the first half. A penalty. Origlieri to the bench. The Seals get one on. Damoud there. McIntosh, the shot clock fresh at 25. Berg, backside look. Seals finding the back of the net. And it's Robinson. Rather, Watson, excuse me.
Who took advantage. Good job by San Diego's power play.
Wings had the face off for a moment. Now Leclerc ties the game. Very well played first 25 minutes almost of game time for Philadelphia. Now nothing to show. Robinson! Courier steers it to the middle, and Robinson puts it in. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Kavanaugh to the middle. McIntosh turned away.
Oh, wow.
Watson's put back, stopped by Damoud as well.
Great job being patient for San Diego's defense right there.
Leclerc a hesitation, and a big save by Damoud, who lost his stick in the process. Dominating a one-hand loose ball and then dispossessed of it. And Courier couldn't handle it. It's a shot clock violation, picked up by the Wings. Final second. And Origlieri controls the shot from Corbeil.
Last second flailing attempts, and I think that's enough to give him the motivation, you know, kind of the confidence to start off strong here in the second half.
Pat Cavanaugh should just be a lefty and let his brother get in the lineup on the other side. It's a joke, but there's a degree of seriousness to it because of what he's capable of doing as Watson burns it. And Robinson on the floor. Here's Robinson. Back to McIntosh. He puts it away. But that three-game stretch without a goal was the longest of McIntosh's 11-year NLL career. Cavanaugh, Leclerc hits it high off Damoud. Now Leclerc on the back pedal. Twirls underneath, Leclerc diving, and Leclerc puts it away. They ran a hidden ball trick that fooled nobody, and it didn't matter anyway. Dribbles away from Knott, handled by the wings, outlet ahead, pace on a breakaway. Origlieri to save. Courier fakes the backhand, now running around behind the net. McIntosh to Cavanaugh. Squaring up, Ryan Wagner. Cavanaugh creeping back to the middle. Buries it! And a little, hey, how you doing after?
Look at Leclerc coming over and saying, you don't touch Pat Cavanaugh, not in this house.
And that will end quarter number 3. Back-to-back shutout frames for the San Diego defense as the Wings have not scored in 31.5 minutes. You know, really simmered down into one game here tonight. You understand their optimism. You understand their trust in him. Move it back into Berg on a fresh 30 seconds. Berg to McIntosh. He's got Robinson. Now it's Robinson. Burns it! Still on the power play for 30 seconds. Berg and Robinson playing catch. It's Berg cycling around Leclerc to Robinson. Up to Leclerc at the point. Stings another one!
Philadelphia with a chance to salvage a little bit of something here.
35 minutes since their last goal, and they finally get one. Pinballs in off the back of Origlieri on the finish by Fennell. They were 1-0 after beating Ottawa in November. Wings, on the other hand, hoping to find some magic or something, and that one's going to get in. It trickles past Origlieri. And Cavanaugh comes to trail him. Reardon draws the penalty, as that's the second time Cavanaugh will be whistled in transition. Here's McIntosh squaring up. San Diego trying to kill time. Final 5 seconds of their penalty kill. Courier behind the net. Courier, he got it to go! Oh, wow! Offense looks better than it has all year. Michael Sowers has had a nice evening. Plays Reardon, buries one. Pops free around the rookie Stainhouse and sticks it from the perimeter. And then a get-right game against the Calgary Roughnecks on Valentine's Day. And I don't think they're asking each other to be their Valentines today. Bradley and Fennell, like a couple of greased pigs out there, straight to the floor.
Love it. I love when the helmet comes off, too. You see Fennell getting his verbal shots in. Got a little chippy last week, a little chippy tonight. Oh, there you go. There you go, Mr. Bradley. Fire up the crowd a little bit.
Run off the clock, and the Seals are going to win a home game for the first time this season. Cavanaugh and Dominique tied up a little bit after the final whistle, and